If you talked to me about 6 months ago, I would have told you that it was impossible to quit vaping. I tried so many times that it was ridiculous. I tried everything in the book. But now, after about 5 months of not vaping, I can confidently tell you that you can quit vaping too. What changed is three basic things. The first thing I did was change my mindset. I used to depend on outside motivations. I really thought there was no other way to start. Eventually I got to a point where I gave up on quitting. It took me actually looking into the mirror and admitting to myself that I needed to change. I started doing it for myself, giving myself a goal to go to. I started believing in myself. I started thinking, if I could do this, then maybe I can do the things that I thought were impossible. Number two, I gave myself no choice but to quit. When I was quitting, I did cold turkey, only because I've tried everything else and I didn't want to give myself that option. I did it when I went on vacation, basically. I was out of country and I basically ran out of the last thing I had, so every single time I would take it, it would be very painful and not be great. This is not to say that you need to go to Europe or vacation in order to quit at all. You just somehow need to give yourself the ability to not have a plan B. Make quitting plan A, B, and C. Don't give yourself that option. Number three, learn to handle your emotions without the vape. This one's probably the most important one. When I was vaping, I would use it for every other emotion. If I was angry, I would vape. If I was stressed, I would vape. If I was just hanging out, I would vape. Anything to keep me calm. The hardest part of quitting was dealing with my emotions. I had no idea how much I was depending on my vape until I had to deal with my emotions by myself. I basically had to find my ways to ground myself and figure out my emotions without vaping. And I do have to say, it's probably the hardest thing I ever had to do. It honestly just takes patience with yourself. And I mean a lot of patience. What worked for me was going to the gym, meditating, or breathing exercises. Basically anything to keep my mind busy. I know quitting is one of those things where it can seem impossible to even start. But I promise you, if you just try and start somewhere, you'll be okay. Just take it one day at a time. And of course, if you want to quit, you don't exactly have to follow every single one of these steps. You just kind of got to figure it out on your own. And that's probably the hardest part that nobody can tell you. This is your journey, and only you can figure that out. There's no motivational quote or video that can tell you exactly what to do and give you 100% satisfaction. That's something that you gotta do yourself. Hope this helps. Till next time, stay curious.